Wednesday, January 8th. A fantastic thing happened yesterday. I got to sleep before midnight. So editing, filming, editing, eating, all the stuff is getting more and more efficient. So yeah, maybe we'll lead a normal life sometime. So we'll see. Let's go to the docks. So what was the meeting all about?
Oh, it was a bit of everything really. It's top secret. All the media stuff, so. So don't do this, and that's what I did a lot of. So.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very good, Eli. How are you?
I'm super fine. What are the top tips from for media for you?
Basically, because we are all amateurs, we don't know how to use cameras, and normally you take the camera and you fly this all over the place. So just to keep the camera steady with the wide lens and do something. And also do not try to be like fake. Just be natural, be normal, show your emotions, and good tips. So some really good tips. Like he said. Think like you're talking to your friend.
So you had a question about the wind pilot, right?
Yes.
So let's go.
Done. Renault is back. Can we do this now? And
we're gonna do it right now.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. We're gonna all get inside the cabin. Monkey. Pile on. It'll be fun. We don't want to be in here too long, so.
Tons of space.
Quite comfortable.
So we're all 12? Yeah, we're all Polars? Yeah?
Yeah.
Woo! So what happened to the music? Did you shut my music off up there? Oh, come on. It's getting pretty hot in here, so.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna head out.
it doesn't look like there's still plenty of space.
Okay, Mike.
Get a few more.
How deep is the boat in the water?
Yeah, I wonder, eh? Yeah, Jacob, you have to get your tape measure out. Okay.
Wind pilot, what do you want to know?
Well, because I bought a second-hand wind pilot,
Yes.
and it seems to be in a quite good condition. Works well, but it's all about some small, very little things which I might not know, and I know you have a better experience with them. I figured out this kind of adjustment, so you can pull this up and down.
How many miles have you sailed with it till now?
1200.
1200, okay. And the setup that you use, is it exactly like it is now when you're sailing? So this is the default position from where we can start talking, okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is good. Only the tension right now is too little, too loose. So the tension should be absolute, as maximum as you can have.
Okay.
So that you have no slop.
I was so happy with the performance,
Oh, the performance, if the setup is reasonably okay,
I know
the performance is very good.
I know light winds, which I was going through, they're always an issue. But for example, there was one time I was sailing with this position like that.
Yeah. Which is quite strange, because you will be sailing upwind all the time.
I tell you why. Because there was so little wind.
Yes.
I managed to move a motion like a knot and a half, close hold.
Yes.
And the wind was going this way.
Yes.
It was turning. So
yes.
I wouldn't go sleep with that, but I was quite happy. So
exactly. As long as you do not have to be at the tiller, you can doze off. And when something happens, you can always get to the rudder, right? Tinker with it with this.
Yeah. Do you think it's good now?
Yes, I think it's good now.
So,
but the DAYREPORT is not about drag. The DAYREPORT is about powering up the laminar flow by venturi of the rudder. And if you don't need it because you have an efficient rudder setup, because the working of the rudder is enough for the power setting that you have on your boat, get it out of the water, but because it will be only drag. Is this the original bolt?
Yeah.
And the bolt, is that the original one too?
No, because the original was eaten.
Exactly,
by the corrosion.
exactly. Very good. Yeah, I would change out this bolt
I
or sleeve it.
I might create a sleeve, but
Yeah. Do you have any questions left around the wind pilot for now?
No, thanks very much, Eli. You know, you gave me really lots of kind of handy tips. It was really, it was a pleasure to listen to all of this. So now I can create my own idea how to fix the things. So.
Okay. Exactly. We need a rib driver. How are you doing, John?
Good, very good. Yeah, just ticking off a few of the last little jobs and yeah, nearly there. It's surprising when you go for a long period of time, you don't really know what's gonna break or fail on you, but there's no repairs to be done at all. So it's just modifying a few little things and just tidying and organising so you know where things are. Put them all onto a container, so we've all done the same thing. We wanted to fly, obviously sail over, but we just didn't have the time, so the builds took a little bit longer than expected, and yeah, they luckily go into a 20-foot container with about an inch either side, so that's probably the only damage I did was actually getting it out of the container, just scratched down the side, but that's right, it's a bit of a war wound. But yeah, we managed to get it done, a couple of big long days in the yard and then put them in Portimao before we sailed down to Lagos, and then we took off with the fleet, so yeah, it was good.
What's happening here?
I'm not really too sure. It was an idea. You can modify these any way you wish, so you can put bigger fins on. And one of the ideas was to have them so they can swivel or pivot, as you say. So yeah, it might help, it might not. So it might create drag as well. So it might not have any benefit whatsoever. But we'll give it a go and just see what happens, really.
You have an interesting setup.
Yes. So,
would you show us how it works and what you were thinking?
Yeah, so these can be modified in any way. Maybe to track a little bit better, coming down, some bigger waves if we do get bigger conditions. We could sort of, we can actually move these and pivot them. Now there's another, so if there was any failure, I can still use steering to get home, which is just two little lines and it just moves from side to side. It's easy as that. It off any way or form as well. So I've just got a pin and the pin just sits straight through here.
Yes.
So I just pull that whole pin out and I can lift this whole unit off.
Oh, super
as well
cool.
As that. So then it would look like these rods on the other side. And just as easy as that.
Oh wow, it's quite ingenious.
I can just take the whole thing off.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries.
Okay. Good. Hi Jasmine, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, how are you?
We're fine. You are scrambling for all kinds of stuff. What is
Yes.
the biggest theme that you have to run for now?
Big thing I need to do now is to fix my engine.
So tell me, what's wrong?
Just a connector for the tiller arm, a pin is snapped off and so I can't use it. And there isn't one on the island, there is one in Barcelona or there's one in the UK. And so I'm seeing if I can get one posted to the UK and then I will get somebody to fly out with it on Friday or even Saturday, and I'll just be maybe late for the start, but I need it, basically.
You need it, yeah? So how much time can you leave behind all the rest?
Don't know. It's still all up in the air. I need to speak to Don. I need to figure everything out right now.
Because usually there's a time slot that you can start from if there are technical difficulties.
I haven't found out enough, but my option now is I'm walking around the marina looking for anybody with a similar outboard which I can take their part off and buy them a new one, which will arrive later this week.
Are you a bit relaxed or are you really scrambling?
No, we're pretty scrambling. Like, I have to have this engine to leave. It's got my mum, my mum's best friend, who is also one of my best friend's mums, and then my boyfriend, And then I've got some people have just flown in today, just some like family friends from home, part of Rotary Club. And then I've got another Rotarian that's flown in today, and another 2 are flying in tomorrow.
So more help is on the way for you.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's not help as such, just people here to support. I've got enough help to physically do stuff. It's a little boat, you can't have more than probably 3 people working on it at once. But yeah, lots of support.
Okay, good.
I need to take the engine apart to see if I can do a bodge job on something and then just walk around the marina. Cool, well if you know somebody that's got a e-propulsion Evo Spirit 1, I need it.
Here, now.
Yes, or just
at least
one little
Saturday
part
morning.
of it. Just one little part of it would be great.
Okay, good. The connector is the problem. It always was the problem because it's a shitty connector. That's why it's dead. So the first thing I would suggest is get the connector out.
Yep.
Cut it off. Buy a simple normal connector. Maybe even 4. And make sure it's more or less watertight and greased up.
Because they are such small, delicate little pins.
They have no place on a sturdy boat like this.
Okay.
Hello,
Nice meeting you.
nice to meet you too.
So what brings you to Lanzarote?
I want to meet Christian and help him for the last days before he goes to Antigua. Yes, and I want to see every boat and the person behind the boats, and yeah, it's great to be here. I'm building the hull number 225, and I want to be part on 2028 with my girlfriend, double-handed.
Double-handed Atlantic
Yes.
crossing. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody, 225. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Everybody is doing the last little jobs and sometimes more bigger jobs. There are a few people who have some issues. So for instance, number 2, Jasmine Harrison, has the issue of an electric engine that is not working right, or corrosion in small connections. Then we have number 47, who looks really sorted. Then we have Niels, who is working on his South Atlantic wind vane, which is always a bit dodgy. Then we have Dan, and Dan is very ready actually. So he has something like, okay, we can start right now. Dan realizes too that there will be a moment that he will not be as ready as he is now in the coming future. So then we have the boat of Renault. Renault is very ready. He's so ready that he usually is not all the time on the boat. He does only little jobs. Then we have Little Ren. Little Ren looks very sorted too. So that's good. Then we have Immortal Game. And here he is. I will ask how ready he is. Then, percentage-wise, how ready are you? 60, 70, 80, 90? 80. Okay, good. We'll do that. Okay. See you later. And then we have John and Mike Blinkensap. Very ready too. Very ready too. Only small jobs. And then we come along, and then we'll see Bibi. Bibi of Jacob. And I think he's more ready than he realizes it. We'll ask him. maybe we won't ask him because he's talking to other people. And then the last one is Christian. Christian with Thomas Meinl on the other side, helping him. And yeah, what should I say? Obviously they're very German, so they're very ready. But they're also very looking for all the details to get everything really, really, really finished. Oh, can I get the boat close enough with one hand?
You're still gonna have. Get out of here.
Sorry, Jane, just try to fuck down a bit, right?
Just being irritating flies.
Over there and having a chat and let you know how it goes on the other end.